We're going to spin this guy here. You notice like I'd shape him up on a circle, picking his ribs up, getting him to drop his head. When I'm doing a spin, if I felt his shoulders start to drop, I do the same thing. I want to tuck and lift his front and drive him forward into it like I was on a circle. And when he's good, he's going to drop his head and keep going. He gets out of shape, we're kind of like, no, you need to stay there. And he stuck his head right down because, you know, that's his natural balance point if he's 100% committed. We talked about on normal circle work, we shape him up, he's up in the middle, we give him that rein, he drops his head. But his natural balance point, if he's committed, is really quite low. And we could prove that on this guy. Because if I took the bridle off and did the same spin, which is always a bit of an interesting plan, but if I asked him to spin left, he's committed, he knows where he should be, look where he wants to put his head. Whoa. The more he hunts it, the more he puts his head down. The same in backing up. You know, we shape a horse backing up. Look where his head started to go towards the end of that. He tucked his own nose to back up. And this is why a back up is so important too. Like, you're asking your horse to lift his belly, round his back, get his hindquarter underneath him. Everything you do going forward. And if he's really committed to it, you know, you can see there's a couple of times there, you know, he starts to tuck his own face, like when he really pushes the envelope. So it's natural for a horse to frame up when they go backwards. Now sometimes early on we might use a bridle to help them realize they can do that job better. But everything I do is engineered towards not having to use that bridle. You know, having my horse very confident in the thrust of, you know, the basic thrust of everything that he's doing. Putting a bridle on is polish in the end, you know, especially one of these shank bits. By the time I get to using that, I don't want to use it a whole lot, and I'm sure as hell not using it for control. I'm using it for education and help, but not to keep him under control.